Hey guys, how's it going? Got a very special video here for you as I showed you my unboxing of a very special transformer for me, Skyquake. Now this was a guy, I just fetched myself a little bit further forward, that I never actually owned when I was a little kid. I saw him in the packaging when I was younger, and it was, to me at the time, one of the most beautiful things that I'd ever seen in my life. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of gold style plastic on this guy. He is actually quite big, as you can see. That's my hand. He is actually the same height, near enough, give or take a couple of centimeters, as a combiner was, or Power of the Prime's combiner. So he's really quite big. As you can see, he's still got all his stickers. I managed to grab this guy, and it was like a dream come true for me, basically. So, I mean, as you can see, he is one of the downfalls straight away about his robot mode, as you can see, is he can't stand on his own. And the reason being for this is because of this back piece here. I mean, it's quite bulky, as you can see. For some reason, I don't know why, they probably didn't think to build another attachment which would have like folded all of this down or whatever. Kind of honestly, I don't know what this thing does. Anywho, so we've got the back piece here, which kind of makes him, as you can see, if I just let go a little bit of the support from my fingers, he'll just topple right over. Colour scheme, in the grand scheme of things, absolutely spot on for the time. I mean, as a lot of people know, I don't think the Predator line was a very big line, or was a very good line, in terms of people wanting to go out and buy it. I don't think there was enough people out there wanting to buy these figures, which was a damn shame. But at the same time, it made them even more valuable. So the hands, as you can see, are, well, I mean, we've got gold plastic here. This is like a brass, but you can see the gold. If I can just, oops, sorry. Let's make the camera focus a bit more. There we go, that's better. So as you can see, if I get the light just right, you can see the gold flexes inside the copper colour of his arms. And I think at the time, to make copper coloured plastic, they used gold. Obviously it's a very, very scary thing, because he has gold all over the place on him. So I'm quite concerned about transforming him and then retransforming him, but I'm sure if we do it gently, we can get him into his jet mode, and then do a little bit of like showing you of what armament he's got here. So the first protocol is that his legs here actually pin shut. It's just a matter of getting it right. So there we go. There's the pin. So that goes like that. I mean, to be quite honest, it's not the best. It took me ages to actually get him as a robot. It doesn't seem to be working. It's quite concerning. So, well, what we'll do is we'll focus on these bits first. So, scary bits is these arms tuck all the way down. As you can see, I'm not pushing on the gold at all till you get to that bit, and they slide up, lock in place. Oh, this is so scary transforming this thing. You know, I've wanted this guy for so long, so for it to go like wrong right now would be painful. So then his head, the chest piece, as you saw, opens up. Just close that back up after tucking his head down. Then the rocket piece has actually got a peg. There you go, as you heard. I was so scared of doing that then. And then that connects into there. This piece here comes down. So that pretty much makes the engine port. These green bits actually hide, like so. And again, copper plastic containing gold. Then we'll just flick these up. So those are the tail fins. Now this was the difficult part that you saw me struggling with earlier on, and that's, there you go. Did you hear the click? So there we go. So his legs are completely flush now. Well, near as damn it what it was for G1, or these, I think these were kind of known as G1.5. So his feet just tuck in. Then we'll just turn him round. This entire contraption does spin round and then covers over like that. That is the first one that comes round. Made that mistake when I was trying to learn how to transform him. And then there we go. So that's clips, hold on, wings down. As you can see, I'm being very gentle with this thing. Then that slides down like so. So you've got the other two fins. And there you go. There you have it. Skyquake in his... For some reason this camera keeps going out of focus and it's really cheesing me off. So there you go. That is Skyquake in all his beauty. So, and he was a very heavily armoured. You got two missiles there, and then there's these things what span round, and as you span them round at the top, the missiles would drop down out. So you've got 4 missiles in here, 4 missiles in there, 2 here, 2 here, 2 there, 1 on either side. Then you've got, trying to think. Oh, by the way, if you notice, his Predator gun is missing. I tried to mount it in one of his hands, and as anybody who knows gold plastic syndrome, it it wasn't very good, to be honest. So we suffered a casualty, but all good, because I've got one of my friends in Poland who's building me a new, 3D printing me a new gun in the same colour plastic. Obviously 3D printed plastic is a lot stronger than what this stuff used to be. But currently at the moment, he is the pride of my collection. So there we have it. So we've got Skyquake in all his glory there. So what we'll do is we'll put him down. Just pan the camera further down for you guys. So put him down over there. And yeah, I mean, I do apologise about the camera going out of focus. I don't actually know what's wrong with it today. Pretty crazy why it's doing that, but hey ho, find out the reason why at some point. And then what we'll do is that we'll move on to his much smaller counterpart. So we're gonna cover 2 bots, and that is Snare. Now, Snare, as you can see, compared to Skyquake, pales a hell of a lot in terms of size. So he is, again, another bot that I never owned when I was younger, and it came to me like, you know what, I always wanted the Predator collection, so I have got another one. I've got Talon on his way. So there's Talon on his way. We've got Skyquake. We've got Snare. I'm still waiting on, still needing, should I say, what's the other guy's names? Oh yeah, that's it. Skydive. Skydive. Falcon. I think it's just Skydive and Falcon from the Predator jets. So, but I do know that, I believe Clench was a part of the Predator series as well. So those are some of the others that I'm wanting for. I'm wanting to get this collection together as a whole, because it's something that I wanted when I was a little kid. So let's get into the transformation of this little fella. So here we go. Let's get him focused for you. Very basic transformation, and all you need to do with this one is, as you saw there, is flip the feet down, pulls the little wheels down as well, and as you can see, again, there is gold plastic on him. It's a common thing for a lot of these Transformers back in the day. Gold plastic. Actually, might be better just to push this in first. So he does slide up here when he wants to slide up. There we go. So that's that. Like I said, I got this guy second hand, so his sticker job isn't great. So I'm gonna try and see if I can. Oh, that's Minosaur getting his backside handed to him. I'm gonna try and see if I can get some of these off toy hacks. See if those guys can reproduce some stickers for me for this guy. So after that slides up, like I said, the feet come back. Then all you do with this, they just slide those arms down. That's literally all they do. So just in like that. Then the head, as you saw there, so I'll just tip that back up for you. The head will actually go in, and then that'll seat up. And then there we go. So as you can see already, just by sheer size comparison, Skyquake is just monstrous. I mean, for the time, he was one of the biggest Transformers. I think the biggest one at the time was either Tripticon or Metroplex, and then they released Fortress Maximus later on down the line. So yeah, the colour schemes for these Transformers were really quite good. I enjoyed them. Seen a lot of the like flashy neon colours, especially the neon windows and everything. So, well, I do apologise about that. My wife was shouting at me in the background, as you heard. It wasn't an emergency, she just needed some sellotape. Apologise, my wife's an idiot. Right. So as I was saying, in terms of the size comparison, Skyquake ruled over the entire Predator series. Clench was a similar size, but he was obviously more bulky this way. And he packed a lot more in terms of firepower, I believe Clench did. So yeah, there's, as you can see, a rather massive difference. I mean, I know I used to own Skydive. Funnily enough, it's not the aerial bot Skydive, it is the Predator Predator Team Skydive. So he was a little bit bigger than this guy. I think he was about the same size as Talon and Falcon. And then Snare, I believe, was the smallest, and then you got Skyquake, which was the commander of them all. So in terms of colour variations and the amount of gold plastic what was on this series is really quite scary. One of them that I am looking to eventually own, which was out of the they're basically the opposing team, the Turbo Masters, was Thunderclash. Now if you think that this guy has got GPS written all over him, then wait until you see him. So eventually when I do get that, I will be doing a review of Thunderclash, and basically it's going to be like treading on eggshells, transforming that guy. He's really not one that I would want to be transforming up and down, up and down, up and down, and then you go, oh no, a cannon has snapped off. Because Thunderclash's cannons are all gold plastic with white rims. So what we will do is that we'll get these guys transformed back into the robot forms, taking an endless amount of time if needed. So what we'll do is firstly move these arms, because I've figured this out that this was going to be a lot easier to do. Just move these guys out of the way, pull the legs down. He is very stiff, this guy. So there we go. Nearly there. Nearly there. Come on. There we go. Oh, so scary transforming these. So there it is. That's his feet and legs. And then you just pull the arms down, flick that up, pull that round, which will fetch his head round, and then there you go. That's Snare. Fantastic. So we'll leave him stood there. Again, just for a comparison of robot to robot. And then we are going to transform this behemoth back. So you take the front bit where the eyes are. This bit comes out round here first. Just offer a bit of support if needed. Just take your time. Transform that round. And there's two pins just here, what these slot into. And then that would just fold up like so. And then we bring the legs round. So there you go. And you have to just very kindly give them some force. Don't go too over the top with it, like I said. And then you have to, there's a pin, if you look just inside here, if I can fetch so that you can see the pin inside. So there you go. See that little grey thing? That's actually a locking peg, a very early one. And then there's also a peg inside here. So you have to, I'm going to have to take it off the screen just while I do this. You'll probably hear it. There you go. So you heard the snap. And just have to be very careful with him. So there you go. And then we just pull his feet down like so. Like that. Then the next bit is again a scary bit. It is not pulling the arms down. It's moving that up, moving these in. Is it moving those in or moving them that way? Moving them that way. So you move those that way, like so. So they make that sort of shape. Again, you move that completely out of the way. Be very gentle. Then slide. Oh man. So scary, so scary. Like that. Once he's in robot mode, I ain't transforming him again. Ever. And then open this. Flip his head up. He clips in there. And put that in there. I mean, you can even see there's like a little mechanism in the back where you can see the gold plastic hinge. Just an awful, awful thing. And then these fold outwards like so. And then just be very careful with these. I know that one of them wasn't very nice to me last time. There we go. So, and then that's it. That's that one. I ain't gonna fiddle about with them too much actually, because I really don't want to. So there you go. And then these just flip up like so. And that is Skyquake back in his robot form. So yeah, again the camera's gone out of focus for some reason, but there we go. So I've corrected that. Again, I do apologise about my desk as well being a little bit messy. It's this is a room where I do a lot of my customising in, so you don't get to see much cleanliness on this desk. Only for the next probably couple of videos. So there we go. That is Skyquake and Snare. As you can see in height comparison, Snare looks like a micro machine compared to him. And this guy is going to go back on my shelf at the moment. And he's currently on the shelf with my Combiner Wars, just because there isn't enough height space between my shelf at the top, which has got my Devastator, G1 Devastator, Bruticus and Defensor. So yeah, that's where he's going to live just for the time being. And Snare is also going to be on that top shelf. So there we go. That is my review and showing you the transformation of Skyquake. If I was going to recommend anyone to buy this character, I would recommend that they do, and that they are very, very careful with its transformation. Like I said, his Predator pistol, his gun, his weapon, has already suffered from that amount of damage. Talon, who's on his way, he does have his weapon, and again I am terrified of what's going to happen with that. So probably the best thing for it is that they just remain pegged to the actual jet modes themselves, as much as it'll hurt me to do so. But all in all, he's he's a great figure. I've really enjoyed owning him so far, and he is the pride of my collection. So for that review, I mean, I hope you've enjoyed it. I mean, I am a little bit shaky because this is my first ever one that I've ever done, and to be honest, I think Skyquake as the first one is quite possibly a good shout. So thank you very much for watching this video. I am going to be uploading some more, which are basically the some of the customs that I'm currently doing at the minute, and we're going to be doing another review of eventually Talon when he arrives. We'll be doing a video review of the Studio Series Long Haul and the Studio Series Rampage from obviously the Bay universe, and looking at their combination modes as well as their robot and vehicle modes. And we'll also be taking a look at the weapons, the preview of, Neil called him Demolisher, of Scavenger, and the preview of Mixmaster. And then after the new year is cleaned up and we're all back on our feet again, the next one will be the Studio Series Scrap Metal and the Studio Series High Tower, and again we'll be looking at their combination modes, how they're going to combine. But we're still yet to see 2 Studio Series Constructicons unveiled. I've heard that Scrapper and Overload they're currently having problems with. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Sorry that you've not seen any more of my beautiful face. You wouldn't really want to. Anyway, at the moment, I'm just full of cold and not feeling 100%. And hopefully next year my studio will be done, so we'll be able to get some proper, real, good quality videos going out to you guys. So enjoy this office while it lasts, because it won't be here much longer. And the next review that we'll be doing, like I said, will be Talon, so look forward to that. Subscribe if you don't want to miss it, and I'll show you the next line of customs that I'm going to be working on, and enjoy the rest of your days. Okay, peace out guys, thank you.